full guide to building your dream physique. The first step is to get into the gym. To build a nice physique, the foundation is building muscle. You need to have muscle mass to have an aesthetic physique. Obviously, you need other things such as being lean, but the first main step is packing on some muscle. There are different ways to do this. Now, me personally, I've been training for over 5 years now, and I built the majority of my muscle when I was doing lean bulks. Now, you do not need to bulk to put on muscle. I did that because it is the fastest way to build muscle. But if it's your first year of lifting, you can literally just stay at the same weight and eat the same. Obviously, improve your diet a little bit, increase your protein, but eat the same, stay the same, and you will pack on lots of muscle just simply because it's your first year to lifting and your body is adapting to it so quickly. In the first year, you get your newbie gains, you pack on so much muscle. So just get into the gym 3 times a week is a good amount for your first year. You don't want to overdo it too much. Me personally, in my first year, I only went for 3 times a week because I knew if I increased it to 4, 5, 6 times, I just simply wasn't ready for it. Physically, I wasn't ready for it. Mentally, I wasn't ready for it. It would drain me too much and I wouldn't stick to it. It's the same with the diet. If you want to have a good diet, if you want to drop body fat, you can't restrict yourself too much because you simply will rebound too much and you'll put all that weight back on. So the first step, packing on muscle. Get into the gym to do this. You can build muscle using calisthenics and, other ways to build muscle, but the best way is through weightlifting. You need to stimulate hypertrophy in the selected muscle areas. So what do? Well, you prioritize the aesthetic muscles. Once you get into the gym, I want you to be prioritizing certain muscles, but I do want you to hit every muscle in your body just so you have that well-balanced physique. The muscles I want you to prioritize, maybe do extra sets or train them more intensely, are your lats, your side delts, your upper chest, your abs, and your biceps. Those are the main aesthetic muscles I want you to prioritize. These are the muscles that are going to give you the most bang for your buck, all right? And the reason is because they're going to give you more of this look, this kind of, you hear the golden ratio 1 to 1.6 or 1.6 to 1, where you have your shoulders, your lats, etc. Your upper body is just wider than your waist. That is the aesthetic body. But prioritize those muscles, but obviously hit the other muscles such as triceps, your mid-chest, hit your forearms, hit your legs. Obviously, we know that. We want to be hitting every muscle to have a well-balanced physique. I'm just telling you the muscles you should prioritize. Now, you know what to do. You don't need to know any certain exercises. Just get into the gym, try exercises for different muscles, see which one feels the best for you. It could be for me, I feel my triceps work really well on tricep pushdowns, but you might not feel your triceps at all when you do that exercise. It's subjective. So what you want to do, you have to find out. No one can recommend an exercise to you. The most optimal exercise is the exercise that you feel the most stimulus and you get the least fatigue from. So yeah, that's it from building muscle. You build muscle, getting into the gym, training 3 times a week, prioritizing the aesthetic muscles. Now, another thing to building muscle, obviously, is protein. You need to up your protein. I can guarantee if you're just an average Joe who goes, doesn't really go gym or anything like that, or doesn't focus on his diet, you're not getting enough protein in to allow for muscle growth. So obviously you break down your muscles in the gym, it is catabolic. And then when you go home, when you rest, you recover, you eat protein, you sleep. That is when you're actually building muscle. So take the gym as seriously as you take being at home and just recovering, because recovering is actually where you build the muscle. The gym is where you break down the muscle, okay? So outside the gym, it is anabolic. In the gym, it is catabolic. So make sure you get good sleep, 7 to 9 hours. You know that already. And yeah, just make sure you're getting enough protein in. You don't need to get it all from animal sources such as meat and stuff like that, but you do need to be getting around 1 gram per pound of body weight. Everyone knows that figure. It's so easy to stick to. If you're 150 pounds, you get 150 grams of protein. That's it. You could get more, you could get a little bit less, and it's not the end of the world, but just try stick to 1 gram per pound and you'll be great. So you've built the muscle, or you're currently building the muscle. You know what to do. You focus on your form. You're training hard. You're training till failure 3 times in the gym. And then for your first year, 3 times is fine. Later down the line, you can increase that if you want. You will basically start to see amazing progress, and you'll fall in love with the gym anyway. So don't worry about motivation. Don't worry about discipline and stuff like that. That just comes with you continuing to try. If you just make sure you go 3 times a week, you will fall in love with the gym and it will feel easy. I go to the gym 6 times a week and I love it. It doesn't feel like a chore. It's my favorite part of the day. You start to enjoy it when you see the progress. Life's great. So that's the first step to getting your dream body, building the muscle. Now, you can't just build the muscle, unfortunately, because with fat, if you have a lot of fat, you just simply won't look that good. So we need to get rid of that body fat. While you are training, I want you to be in a calorie deficit. Unless you are a very small amount of people who need to bulk. If you start off really skinny, then yeah, maybe you should lean bulk, gain a bit of fat, but also gain so much muscle. If you're someone who's probably pretty high body fat percentage, which is most people, then be in a calorie deficit and train at the same time. So you just find out your calorie maintenance, really easy to do. There's loads of calculators online which will do this for you. Put your height, your weight in, how active you are. It will tell you roughly how many calories you need to eat in a day to stay at your same weight. Then you just go 300 to 500 calories underneath that. Don't go any further than that. It makes building muscle in a calorie deficit really difficult if you make the deficit too big. So losing the fat, what do? You go into that calorie deficit. You stick to it every single day. You don't need to track your calories with any tracking apps. You just need to get your calculator up, put the total calories in for the day, 2,200, and every time you eat something, subtract that meal from your total. You will start getting better at tracking as you go, but to be honest, for the start, you should probably overestimate rather than underestimate your calories, just so you can ensure you're in a deficit instead of being in your maintenance or even a surplus. So yeah, first step, find out your maintenance, go to a deficit, and make sure you stick to it. Then cardio. What cardio do you need to do? Everyone talks about cardio this, cardio that. You don't need to do any cardio for weight loss, really. You just need to get your steps in. Now, for your health, for your internal functioning, yes, 100% go and do some cardio 2 or 3 times a week. Really improve your VO2 max and stuff. But you don't need to do it for weight loss. Just get steps in. 10 to 15,000 steps a day, you will be golden. For your diet, not as important because everyone knows you can build muscle just from protein powder. Obviously, that's not optimal though. We want our hormones to be in good shape. We want everything to be going great in our internal body. So 80% of the time, eat the real whole foods. And then 20% of the time, enjoy the junk foods, the restricted foods. So you don't feel too restricted. So you don't feel like it's too difficult. If you ate the real whole foods 100% of the time, it's probably too difficult for you and you wouldn't stick to it and you wouldn't be able to enjoy your life as much. So 80% of the time, the foundation of your diet, meat, eggs, fruit, vegetables, etc. Then 20% of the time, eat what you want and you'll be great. Just make sure you're still tracking your calories though, so you can drop the body fat percentage. That's it. That is how you get your dream physique. Simple as that. You stick to it for maybe a few months, maybe a few years, and you will get there. All right? You will get the physique of Brad Pitt from Fight Club or Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, whatever physique you want. It's probably attainable naturally. Go and get it. It won't take that long if you really put in the effort and you actually stay consistent. Now, in the description, there is 2 links. One link is my one-to-one coaching, which is really cheap. It's basically me hopping on a call with you for 1 hour, giving you every bit of knowledge, advice I possibly have to building aesthetic physique and getting your dream physique. I will answer any question you could want. And then in the second link, there is my aesthetic body course, which is basically a full video course of me going over how to build muscle, how to stay lean, how to, lose weight, gain weight, how to, all the mistakes that I made that you can avoid. Then it's got loads of bonus modules on more niche topics you may be wondering about. How to stay consistent, how to stay motivated, how to take good pictures of your new physique. Loads of niche things you may be wondering about. On top of all of that, it's got my workout and diet plans, which got me absolutely jacked. And then lastly, on top of all of that, it has me performing exercises I suggest for you when it comes to building muscle, so you know what the form looks like and so you know how to perform the reps and make sure you're doing it adequately to allow to stimulate muscle hypertrophy. Go and check it out. The 2 links are in the description. They are also in my YouTube description or YouTube bio. Go and check it out. if you want to get into shape, let me help you. That's it. Go and check it out. Link in the description. Boom!